Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. And thank you for subscribing to the latest edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. I am your boy, 12 Kyle. Check this out. On this bonus edition of the 12 Kyle podcast, I have a simple question for you. How many black movies have you seen? Now, I know what you're thinking. That's probably a strange question. Why would you even ask that? I asked because I want to know. Seriously. The reason why I asked is because the other day I came across a meme on the Twitter X, and these are always interesting. And the thing basically said, the meme said, "How many black movies have you seen?" And in the caption, in the body of the meme, they listed 50 black movies. And what you were to do was to look it over, and for each black movie that you've seen, mark yourself down as a point. Now, you're not deducting any points, but for every black movie that you've seen out of 50, you jot it down. And then when you're done looking at the list, you want to see how many points you had. And I looked at it and I was like, this would be interesting to do for a bonus episode for the podcast. So these little memes and stuff like that, I love these things because it's short content, but it's really, really dope. So I'm going to read to you the list. Now, what I want you to do is, before I get started, go get yourself a number 2 pencil because they're testing. Shout out to Dre. No, seriously, get something to write this down, because what I want you to do is I want you to tally your numbers as we go along. I'm going to give you mine. I want to know what yours is at the end. So without further ado, let's move on to the topic at hand. Again, I asked the question, how many black movies have you seen? So I'm going to run down a list. So I will start first. I will go through the first 10. Number 1, I'm going to go through the first 10 and just tell you what they are, and then I'll double back and then tell you and tally mine so you get a chance to tally yours. And these movies are in no particular order. Number 1, Boys in the Hood. Number 2, Set It Off. Number 3, New Jack City. Number 4, Friday. Number 5, Menace to Society. Number 6, Juice. Number 7, Above the Rim. Number 8, Paid in Full. Number 9, Do the Right Thing. And number 10, Poetic Justice, right? So that's the first 10. So I'm going to mark these down. I'm going to run through them again, and I'm going to mark mine down and tally a point for each one that I have seen. And I'm going to tell you which ones I've seen. Boys in the Hood, saw that. Dope, super dope movie. Set It Off, yes. New Jack City, I've seen this 11 times. That's an old Southern term for you people out there. Yes, love it. That's 3. Friday, yes. Got it on DVD right now. Don't have a DVD player, but I got it on DVD. Number 5, Menace to Society. Yes, love it. Shout out to Old Dog. Number 6, Juice. Of course. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Number 7, Above the Rim. Yes, love it. Love the soundtrack. Number 8, Paid in Full. Yes. And I hope you're marking these down, because I'm going to ask you at the end what your tally is. Number 9, Do the Right Thing. One of my favorite movies of all time. Number 10, Poetic Justice. Yes. All right. So number 11, Dead Presidents. Number 12, Hustle and Flow. Number 13, House Party. Number 14, Waist Deep. Number 15, ATL. Number 16, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Number 17, Johnson Family Vacation. Number 18, The Wood. Number 19, Jason's Lyric. And number 20, Crooklyn. All right, so you got that. So let's run back through them again. Make sure that you mark these down for each one that you have seen. You're getting a point for each one. Number 10, Poetic Justice. Saw that. Shout out to Janet. Dead Presidents. Saw that. Hustle and Flow. Whoop that trick. Number, what was that? 13, House Party. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Number 14, Waist Deep. Wasn't that good, but I saw it. Number 15, ATL. Shout out to Clifford Harris Jr., aka T.I., aka Tip. Number 16, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Did not see that. I know it was Nick Cannon and what's the girl's name? I can't remember her name. Pretty little girl. Anyway, didn't see that. Number 17, Johnson's Family Reunion. Saw that. It was decent. Number 18, The Wood. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Some parts remind me very much of my childhood. Number 19, Jason's Lyric. Saw that. And number 20, Crooklyn. So right now I'm sitting at we're all the way through 20, and I've seen 19 of these movies. Here's where it gets interesting. Number 21, Crooklyn. 21, Crooklyn. Number 22, Belly. 23, Soul Plane. 24, The Best Man. 25, Drumline. 26, More Money, More Money, More Money. Number 27, Meet the Blacks. Number 28, Moonlight. Number 29, Stomp the Yard. Number 30, This Christmas. All right? So let's go back. Let's tally them up. Crooklyn. Saw that. Pretty good. How High? Come on, man. Red Meth? You know I saw that. Those are my dudes. Belly. Yes. Saw that. Finally. I just saw Belly like maybe 2 years ago. like 2 or 3 years ago. I just saw that. Soul Plane. Did not see that. The Best Man. Of course I saw that. Drumline. Shout out to Nick Cannon again. Saw that. Number 26, More Money. Yes, saw that. Number 27, Meet the Blacks. Did not see that. Moonlight. Did not see that. Stomp the Yard. Yes, saw that. And so, I'm sorry. And number 30, This Christmas. Yes, saw that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So far I'm sitting at 27. All right. Number 31, Baby Boy. 32, Dope. 33, School Days. 34, Girls Trip. 35, Love and Basketball. 36, Just Another Girl on the IRT. Number 37, Waiting to Exhale. 38, Love Jones. 39, Get Out. 40, Players Club. All right. So let's go back and do the tally. Where did we leave off? Baby Boy. Saw that. Dope. Didn't see that. School Days. Of course. Shout out to HBCUs. Girls Trip. Yes. Love and Basketball. Yes. Love it. Just Another Girl in the IRT. Didn't see it. Waiting to Exhale. Saw it. Hated it, but I saw it. Love Jones. For sure. Get Out. Yes. And Players Club. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So right now I'm sitting at 35. All right. So we're pulling into the final 10. Number 41, Baps. 42, Boomerang. 43, Harlem Nights. 44, Why Did I Get Married? 45, A Lowdown, Dirty Shame. 46, Life. 47, Coming to America. 48, Brown Sugar. 49, a thin line between love and hate. And 50, Two Can Play That Game. All right, so let's count them up. 40, Players Club. Saw that. 41, Baps. Did not see that. 42, Boomerang. Saw that. 43, Harlem Nights. For sure. 44, Why Did I Get Married? Saw it. It was all right. 45, A Lowdown Dirty Shame. Saw that. 46, Life. Of course, it's a classic. 47, probably my favorite movie of all time, Coming to America. 48, Brown Sugar. Yes, yes, hell yeah. 49, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Yes. Lynn Whitfield played the hell out of that role. And 50, Two Can Play That Game. Yes. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am at 45 out of 50 movies that I actually saw, which is pretty impressive because I'll be honest. When I glanced over it, I was like, oh, a couple of these I've never seen. And like I said, one like Moonlight, and I've heard great things about Moonlight, but I ain't seen Moonlight. Probably never gonna see Moonlight unless you come in my house and show it to me. Now I know, and again, I didn't pick out these movies. Obviously, there's one missing because I know that it's missing because I haven't seen it, and that's The Color Purple. Never seen it. Probably never will see it. I've seen relax, because I know what you're thinking. He's not black. He hadn't seen Color Purple. Yeah, I've seen pieces of the movie, but I'll be honest, and I told my wife this because she wanted to go see the musical. She ended up going to see it. I stayed away from it. That every part of that movie that I've seen looks sad and depressed, and I'm not into intentional sadness. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not into it, man. I'm just not. I'm not into making myself sad or depressed because I'm not a sad or depressed person. I get the idea of the theory of what the movie is bringing. I get the concept. I get all of it. But I'm not going to sit and watch The Color Purple. But unfortunately, it didn't make this list. So I didn't have to count that against myself because I would have counted because even though I've seen bits and pieces of it, I've never seen that movie in its entirety. And probably not. They don't have roots on here. It's a few that could have made this list that for whatever reason didn't make the list. And again, I'm not sure who came up with this list. I'm not sure who came up with this idea. But in my opinion, hey man, 45 out of 50 ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. Now, I will I'll give you guys some honest stuff here. If you took 50 of probably pop culture's most famous movies and you put them on a list, I probably haven't seen them. So if you say like Goodfellas, never seen it. Heard a lot about it. Rented it a couple of times. Never watched it. Scarface. Of course I saw Scarface. Love Scarface. It's long as hell, but it's good. It's dope. Yeah, Malcolm X ain't on here either. Okay, I just thought about that. But yeah, some like Steel Magnolias. Never seen that. Not watching it. No, I'm not doing it. So it's some that I'm just not gonna get into. And so my wife always says, you don't watch white movies. No, it's not that I don't watch white. I will watch a white movie. I'm just I've seen more black movies, but I will watch. I mean, come on, man. I love E.T. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And what was my other joint? Trading Places. Come on, man. I mean, all the Eddie Murphy movies, I'm in on. I'm in on a big fan of Eddie Murphy. Leonard Part 6. featuring starring, that Cosby guy. Worst movie ever. Terrible. Movie's trash. It's the only movie where I literally got up out of my seat and left the movie theater during the movie. I was done. And I was like, I don't know, 15, 16 years. That movie was terrible. Terrible. But yeah, that's there you have it. I mean, like, in conclusion, I wanted just to give you guys a chance to tally it up. Now, what I need you to do is, if you're listening on Spotify, Spotify has this reply thing where you can actually answer the question. So I'm going to pose the question in Spotify. How many, what is your number? What is your total number? And I want you to respond there. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the comment section. First of all, thank you for watching. But hit the comment section and specify how many you did, because I want to get some feedback. If you came to it via tweet, hit me up on Twitter. If you came through it via TikTok, hit me up on TikTok. However you came to this podcast, you can use that same medium to respond, to tell me how many movies you actually saw. I want to see who finishes the hype, because I'm sure that there's somebody that has seen more than 45 movies. And I'm sure that there are probably a few of you that have seen less than 45, which is cool. I'm interested. But I don't think there's anybody, I'm willing to bet that there's probably nobody that can say that they haven't seen any of these movies. Everybody's seen at least one or two, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out this bonus edition of the 12 Kyle podcast. Again, be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Podcast drops every Thursday at midnight. From time to time, we drop bonus episodes just like this one on Sundays at midnight. Hit us up on the socials, Twitter X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, 12 Kyle podcast. If you feel so inclined, you want to shoot us a couple of dollars, hit us up. Cash App, $TWELVEKYLE. Again, that's going to do it for me. Thanks again for checking out this edition of the 12 Kyle podcast, the bonus episode where I asked the question, how many black movies have you seen? I appreciate y'all for listening. Catch you next time. 5,000.